I just thought this was pretty amazing. Colin Cowherd had pumped out that the NFL on Fox games, I think, are 11% up just this year.
Yeah.
And college football is up like 13%. So, I mean, that's pretty incredible where everything in TV is getting split out. It's the only thing that's left that if you want to advertise your, hey, Jim, Corona Hotline, the only place where you're not going to get knocked off the commercials.
It's supposed to get better.
It's getting meaner. It's kind of domestic violence Roma.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah. Corona Hotline.
Yeah.
Jack.
He's had too many.
Hello, friends. I'm not your friend.
Tony, you're being a little aggressive.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. You're a jack.
Hello, friend.
You're just
Please.
No, don't call me that.
Please.
You're an
While Tony sobers up, let's get back to Dottie on 18. That's my favorite part about Jim Nantz. The only time he ever tries to shock you is when he tells you where someone is, and he tries to keep it a secret. All right, let's head out to Gary McCord. He's on 15. He reveals it like it's a package. And now Dottie, just moments ago, at 18.
So I started working on the Tony Romo this week. And John and I were sending texts back and forth. And I don't think it's a competition, but we love to get them.
Fun.
We love to get them, and we love to go back and forth. And sometimes he gets some, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so good.
You got me with this one.
And then the Tony Romo, but then he's sending me his Tony Romos, and he's ruining my Tony Romo because his Tony Romo's coming to what did yours?
I was laying on the couch with my head all cranked up.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim. And I was just
It's
almost Pacino on that. Now I don't even remember how I did it, but it was I was doing filthy Tony Romo things he would say. Do you want me to say it or just leave it as off? I'll say it.
I don't care.
It's gonna be a great. I can't even do it now. It's gonna be a great game, Jim. I can't wait. And by the way, Inter Prime, Jessica Simpson. And I was sending this to Frank, just trying to screw with him on his impression.
Yeah, and you had a moment.
I was doing a few.
Give me a little bit of coaching.
Right. Yeah.
And but I also loved your take on Jim Nantz that he's a hypnotist. I said he's always falling asleep.
Oh, I love that.
Oh yeah, and then he said he's a hypnotist, and then we came to the conclusion that he's hypnotizing himself.
Yeah, he's hypnotized himself right out of. Let's take a look at the Dogwood 15 of the Azalea Hole, where Gary McCord.
Was that another Jim? Was that another Tony Romo dirty joke? The Azalea
The
Hole.
Azalea Hole. Had it in its prime, Jim.
So I figured out with the Tony Romo voice because I was starting to get it. I was starting to get in here. This is the kind of thing where it was, and then I realized that you have to have a giant smile that you're holding off, and it's like he's the most excited. Geez, I gotta be honest with you, Jim. That's incredible what's going on right here. It's one of the greatest plays I've ever seen, and what Tom Brady is doing at 48 years old is incredible. I've never seen anything like it. I'm going to get my Skechers and have Corona.
And then we also talked about that every time he says, "Here we go, Jim," that it is him and his ability to go 8 seconds into the future.
Well, don't go. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this.
Okay, all right, never mind.
I want to
because we can set that whole thing up.
There's a time thing, but I want to have that as a sketch.
Oh, you want it actually? Okay.
I want that as a sketch because that's so good.
Because Future Romo is pretty.
Future. It's not just Future Romo. There's a whole bit that's it. Once this is one of those moments that we're going back and forth. I'm like, no. This is a scripted thing. We'll turn it into Tony Romo theater.
Yeah.
Nantz and Romo theater, and it'll be because it came organically, which is more dirty Tony Romo.
Yeah. In his prime, Jim.
I gotta be.
Hey, Holmberg, do you know that Tony Romo grew up 30 miles south of Frank Caliendo?
Yeah, he was telling me you guys are Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, go down to the Burlington Coke Factory or Coat Factory, maybe
Coke Factory for a while.
Why not?
Wow.
Jessica spent some time there.